You guys ready for our walk?
Yep. We're gonna run. Yeah. I'm gonna go super duper fast. It's really sunny outside, so we had to put our sunglasses on. See it right here?
Do you need help, Sweet Pea?
No, I can do it.
Hello vlog, we are going on a walk today. It is so sunny and warm. Oh my gosh, Thor's freaking out because we're not bringing him. Anywho, yes, it is like 45 degrees and that is unheard of for a February day in Maine, but we're soaking it up. We're gonna go for a nice walk. Do you like that? Red light. Green light. Red light. Green light. They haven't figured out that every driveway is a red light. That school bus just gave us all free lunch. That's awesome. Look it. They even gave Hunter his own lunch. We were just walking and they were like, "You guys want some free lunch?" Sure, why not? That's so cool. Let's go home and eat it.
First, let's go on a walk.
Well, we'll finish our walk by going home. They were so nice, and I told the kids to put their thumb up as they were going around the school bus, and they were so proud of the kiddos for being so young and putting their thumb up. Those women were so sweet. They were like, "We're here every Wednesday," and I think they said another day, so that's really kind. That just made my day. You know, those little things. Now I don't have to cook lunch. I'll catch up with you in a minute. I'm just gonna focus on getting them all home in one piece and the food. Okay, so we're all done the walk and I figured I would just kind of chit chat with you guys about one of the things that's been on my mind about parenting, like how it's hard parenting, and there's so many like random things that are hard about parenting, but things that you don't always think of. Like, of course it's hard to like not have a moment to yourself and all those things that people always talk about, but like there's other like little things that I figured I would talk about as well. By the way, if you hear some noise, my kids are right up those stairs and they're eating their free lunch that they got on our walk, which was so sweet that they did that. So if you are thinking of becoming a mom, or maybe you just want someone to commiserate with, this is the video for you. So I'll just like hop right into it. One of the things that are just really tough as a mom, and this is such a minor complaint, but diaper pails, okay? Diaper pails, like the diaper genie and all those different things. Like, I've had 2 different types between my 3 kids, and all of them smell. Like, I put carpet cleaner powder in the bottom, but as soon as you open it up, you smell. It's bodily waste. It's gonna smell. It's disgusting. And you think about it, you know, if we have a regular trash can in our kitchen, we're putting like, you know, banana peels or, you know, leftover like pizza crust or, you know, papers. But you are piling bodily fluids and just nastiness just on top of each other, packing it in so tight and just leaving it in this big pail until it's full. Like, that's so gross. It's so gross. This one's a little bit more serious. Nightmares. As a mom, I have had for each of my children some form of a night terror where I feel it is so real, it must have happened. I don't understand where I am when I wake up. And I think it's just honestly the fears that you carry with you as a parent just finding their way to the surface when you sleep. I had a dream recently about Hunter. I had a dream that I was pushing Amita and Philip on a swing set at a park, and Hunter was literally at my hip, and I looked down after I gave them each a push and he was just gone. And I was running through the park and I was like, somebody help me find my baby. Someone help me. Please, someone help me. And it was awful. I woke up and I thought it was the next day of me actually like losing my child. And I woke up screaming. It was awful. I've had an awful dream for each of my children. So that's a really tough thing. Like, if you're going to become a mom, like, just know that you have never worried about anything or anyone more than you will for your child, because you know, you hear people say that you love your child more than you ever can love your husband or your boyfriend. And it's honestly true. Like, I love my husband so much, but I love my children more, and I think it's just because they're pieces of both of us. It's really hard to explain, but just like you don't love someone more than your kids, you don't worry about anyone more than your kids. Oh, not completing a thought. I sometimes will be thinking of something really critical. You know, someone told me something at work that I really needed to remember. I needed to call someone, or I needed to pay this bill, but which one was it? How much was it? Or whatever it may be. And you will always have someone like, Mom, I'm hungry. Mom, can you grab this for me? Mom, 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 mom. And that's okay. That comes with the territory. It's just one of those things you have to accept. And then every now and again, get someone to watch your kids so you can function. Oh, this one's nasty. So one of the things that is tough about being a parent is finding random food or other items in the most random places. Random places. I thought of this morning. I was changing Hunter's diaper and he's playing with a little like cardboard book, and I look and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Why is there like a beetle on that page with that tractor? And it was literally a beetle that was a real like not part of the story. It was a beetle stuck to the cardboard book, like flattened because it had been closed. And I know full well it was probably my second born child, because he is 4, and I bet you anything he wanted to just squish this bug. And so gross. So like, I'm looking and it's like this squished flat as can be bug just, you know, kicking it. And of course you hear about like the goldfish crackers in the car, and you find a sippy cup of milk randomly under the bed or wherever. So like, just finding random things in random places. Sweating to get stuff done. I can't tell you how many times that I've been running around like crazy and I'm trying to get stuff done, trying to go to the bank, trying to get some supplies for work, trying to get groceries, doing a bulk haul, whatever. And I'm trying to like get what I need done and handle it. But I feel this like flood of heat just come over my face because I'm lugging around kids and they're, you know, I need this, Mom, I need that. And on the hip and hold the hand and look out for traffic. And I literally, after running errands, I get in the vehicle and after strapping them all in, that will make you sweat alone, just strapping them into the car. And I sit down, and before I even start the car, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm I'm like sweating. This is awful. The gadgets. Okay, after the first kid, okay, so the first kid, you may buy the gadgets, you know, all those like fun things that are supposed to make your life so much easier. Second kid, you're like trying to weed things out. Third kid, you're like, homie, please. Mama don't need that. The gadgets are so annoying, honestly, quite frankly. Like, you don't need 90% of what's out there. You don't. And I remember when I went to Babies R Us when it was open, I miss it, I'm sad. But when I went to register, I went with my mom and I had that little gun and I'm in the store and I was like kind of snippy with her and she's like, "Are you stressed?" And I was like, "Yes, I don't know what any of this is." This is a massive store with all sorts of stuff. I'm sure I need some of it, but I don't know. Just don't buy into the gadgets. Just get the bare necessities, invest in them. I would say throw more money at the necessities, a good stroller, a good car seat, a good baby carrier, something like that, and then call it good. You do not need the gadgets. I can promise you that. I don't even have a changing table for my third because I can change him on the couch or on the floor or whatever. Like, you don't need all of the stuff, all of the things. You don't, I promise. I have some friends and I love them dearly, but I know full well when they're asking me a question about my children, they are comparing my child to theirs. And I feel like I want to be honest. I want to give the most neutral answer. I just, can you hear those dinosaurs on TV? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're just going to power through the rest of this video because I'm on a roll. I'm venting now, okay? I just know that these moms are comparing my kid to their kid, you know, whether it be speech, physical activities, how many friends they have, what did we do for their birthday party. And that honestly sucks. Like, it really sucks because it can actually taint a really good friendship. And I know it's really hard to not compare kid to kid, even if they're both your own, but you can't do it. You can't go there. Just don't. I have two more things. One, when your child gets bullied for the first time, your heart is like sick. I remember Amita coming home one time from daycare and she was devastated. And she told me that her two best friends, one was an old friend that ended up going to a different school and then coming back, and her new best friend, they ended up like pairing up, and one of them said to the other, "Don't talk to Amita." So the two of them just ignored her for the whole time they were on the playground, and she kept trying to like pick them flowers and give them to these two little girls that were like her old best friend and her new best friend. And they just were like ignoring her, and she just was so sad. So we had to like sit her down and explain to her, you know, what jealousy was, because I'm pretty sure like when the old best friend came back, she was jealous that Amita had a new, oh, I thought I saw something, that she had a new best friend. So I think like jealousy played a role. And we also had to talk to her about, you know, talking to a teacher when things get a little rough like that. And we also had to tell her that she's allowed to stick up for herself. Like we said, you're allowed to say, "You're not being nice to me, and that's not okay." My heart hurt so bad because I was like, where's this little girl? I want to go talk to her myself. And Phil's like, you know this is going to happen over and over again. Like, this is just the start of it. And so, yeah, that's really hard as a parent. The last thing I will say, okay, first of all, there's a whole slew of things that are hard as a parent. I'm just like kind of like focusing on the ones that are like reoccurring in my world. You may agree or disagree or think I'm leaving some big ones out, but these are the ones that are like reoccurring for me. So, but the last one is when you get sick. When I was pregnant with Philip, Amita was 1, and I had to be hospitalized repeatedly for morning sickness. I had HG with each of my pregnancies. You can Google that if you're not sure what it is. But basically, I just was a wreck. Like, I couldn't walk sometimes because I was so dehydrated from just getting sick all the time. And to change a nasty diaper when you can barely sip water is the hardest thing. And to not know when the end is coming is even harder. Like, people would say things like, well, it's only for 3 months. Listen, homie, like, HG lasts right up till the end sometimes, and it actually did for me. I remember after delivering Amita, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think I was that sick at the end because I just got kind of used to it. But right after I had her, I was like, I want to eat. Like, first of all, you just ran a marathon essentially by delivering the kid, but then like I just felt so good. Like, I didn't feel nauseous anymore. It was amazing. So like, sickness like that is so tough. And then even just like a cold or a flu or a virus, like, it's so hard to function when all you want to do is just lay down and watch crazy amounts of TV and drink tea, and you're not able to do that. You still have to function for your kids. Like, so incredibly hard. So incredibly hard. But to summarize this isn't like a video to like gripe about being a mom. Like, this is a video to just like I said, to be able to relate or prepare for motherhood. I would tell you 110% it is worth it. For all the negative things in parenthood that there are, it is so worth it. The good outweighs the bad times a million. It is the most beautiful thing to be a mom or a dad or even a step parent. It's so wonderful because these kids give such joy. Their innocence, their personalities, their humor, it enriches my life to no end, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. Even after I started my career and I found my purpose, it wasn't until I had kids that I truly felt fulfilled. So, hope you like videos like this. Subscribe, turn on your notifications, and like the video. I'll see you soon, and that is all. Take care.